Welcome to Hoops Talks. I'm your host Hoops, and this is episode 5 of the review. If you're new around here, please like and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. So, we're currently in game 2 of the playoff for first round of playoffs, and we're going to be starting off speaking about the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets. This is one of the most surprising games, most exciting games to watch yesterday, and the most surprising because no one expected this. Everyone is expecting a sweep, and even though that's still on track, the Denver Nuggets are still on track to sweep the Timberwolves. How this game went on is one that was the exciting part. The Timberwolves came back from I think around 15 down in the third quarter, bringing it all the way back. It was like a lead change after lead change, and Jamal Murray and Anthony Edwards going back and forth. Oh my God, it was such a wonderful game, especially looking at the Nuggets as the first seed. I think this was the first game where I looked at them and was like, they look serious. And what they're building now and how they're set up, if Jamal Murray can replicate this performance, and he looked amazing, bucket after bucket from anywhere on the field. He didn't feel like he could miss today. He, if this game went into overtime, oh my days, I could see him going back to that 2020 bubble, those 2020 bubble performances, the 50 points. That's how he feels right now. But it's amazing to see him back, especially after the ACL injury. It's amazing to see him come back. It's amazing to see him back in this form. The Joker. Another, I think around 26 points, 26, 27 point game. What shined is always the passing range, the skill, and more specifically the relationship with Aaron Gordon. That really shone, especially towards the end of the game. You could see they have such a nice chemistry coming down. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and moving forward, that could be such a beautiful that could be such a pivotal on-court relationship moving forward. Now the X factor, Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. has gone through a lot of injuries. So I think his whole career, dating back to even high school, has just been ravaged by injuries. But when he's on the court and when he's in this type of form, there's just moments where this guy just looks special, and you can just see how special he is. The shots that he's able to make and take, just they're crazy shots. They're crazy shots. I'm thinking the on like movement three that he hits to get, it was an and one the third quarter. Oh man, Michael Porter Jr. If him, Jokic, and Jamal Murray can just stay healthy and just stay like fit and just replicate this for another 14 games, they have the chance to win the championship. They have a chance. They have a chance. You have an MVP. You have the two star role players. You have the bench and the benchmark to go with it, with KCP, Bruce Brown, and Jeff Green, and flipping Christian Brown. I hope I'm not missing anyone. Into that, they have a solid ass chance because they have everything. They have the versatility, defense, the ball handling. They're ready for that. Timberwolves. For the Timberwolves, okay, I'm currently watching the, what is this, Philadelphia 76 game against Brooklyn Nets. It's what, 99-96, so it's a close game with 30 seconds left. Sorry, I keep looking over there, sorry about that. But the Timberwolves, this game was Anthony Edwards, it's not even a coming out party. It was Anthony Edwards has been that guy, but with a 40-point game and 5 threes, Anthony Edwards just proved again how special he is. And for an organization which hasn't always had a reliable guy, and I'm thinking in my head like people like Colin D. Towns, Andrew Wiggins, and this could be someone who you can look at and say, if we choose to build around him as a Timber organization, we could make some noise in the West. Because I think it's like among 4 other people, LeBron James, Luka, Ja, and I think Tracy McGrady, who scored 40 points as a 21-year-old. He's 21. He's 21 years old. So it's literally like they have to make conscious decision, especially this off season. How are they going to approach the next season with what with what the goal in mind to create a team around specifically Anthony Edwards. It's not about Cat anymore. In my opinion, if I'm the GM, I'm looking at it like I only want Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels. Those are the only untouchable pieces. Everyone else, you can hit me up about them. That's how I'm looking at that. See, that's how I'm looking at this. Everyone else can hit me up because you cannot waste Anthony Edwards the same way you did Cat, the same way you did what's his name, all of those other previous number one picks. You really have to like get as much out of him as possible. And what is for me, because he's still at the ground level of his talent. Because at his peak, what he's shown, he can be a star level two-way player in terms of his defense and offense. Because the offense is there already, and his defense and his willingness, and that's the most important one. His willingness to build on his defense has been such a wonderful thing to watch, and his leadership is also low key. Is a strength coming forward because he's turned from like this. Obviously, when he first came, it's like the kid who like you put the camera on to like make you laugh, but now you can see he's turning into this like mature player who's understanding how to lead and be a professional in the NBA, and you can see he's trying to see that, and that is like that growth is what you want as an organization. Like these are just like ticks that you're doing. Okay, boom, just proving to yourself, number one guy, all of that, all of those things that is just ticking the boxes. So you have to. This is for me. This offseason has to be about maximizing Anthony Edwards in the next season. Just for that, you have to maximize him. Right. Hope that turned into this turned into an Anthony Edwards video. But next game was Lakers versus the Memphis Grizzlies, game 2, which the Memphis Grizzlies won thanks to a wonderful team performance, and specifically Xavier Tillman, amazing career, had 22 or 23 points and 13 rebound game, and just overall amazing team performance. And straight out of the gate, you could see this team wasn't here to play games. They came out with energy. They came out with a kind of like they knew what was required for this game, and each individual knew what was required of them, and they all sold out. Because you had everyone performing, being a star in the role. You had Trey Jones being the one of the best backup / best point guards in general in this league, coming out and giving you timely assists, timely buckets. Desmond Bain, those threes were extremely vital, driving to the basket, extremely vital, especially early in the game. Then you had what's his name, Jaren Jackson Jr. Still, him being his natural rebounding and blocks. That's all he's trying to do. Scoring wise, he could have done better, but David Tim was cooking, so he had to do it. And you had people I didn't even know. Is it John? John Concha? Is it John Concha? I don't know his name. John Concha. That block on AD. Santi Aldama coming in. Just everyone performed to their absolute best. You could see this was an absolute team performance, and this is why I think I spoke about this in a previous video, but this is why I love this team as it's constructed, because you just have such lovely players, and how they complement each other. It's just been lovely. So the Lakers. Wait, I feel like the Lakers lost it off the rip, because they did come back. They were able to like bring the game closer in the third quarter and fourth. It's relatively close, but that first quarter, the lack of energy, lack of defense, especially close to the rim, where even though AD got those blocks, there were a few times where it was just a bit. Give credit to the Grizzlies, but it just seems a bit too easy for them to get to the rim for the Memphis Grizzlies. That lack of attention to defense for the Lakers, and honestly a few bad shots by the Lakers early in the game, and the lack of aggressiveness compared to the third quarter, where you started seeing LeBron cutting, you started seeing a lot of Rui Hachimura, who is again Again, coming off the bench, giving you an amazing performance, knocking out the starters role. Because hey, some I'm not gonna say names, D'Angelo Russell, but I'm not gonna say that's what I'm gonna say. But hey, you could see some movement. That's I think you wouldn't be wrong to try and put as many players who are but more who give you more energy, who give you more output at this point in time. So in the starting lineups, and no, D'Lo hasn't had the best time, and especially those comments after the game in terms of him saying, "I'm not a point guard on this team. I'm just another player," or along those lines. Didn't help at all. Just didn't help at all. Didn't help at all. Anyway, update. Philadelphia. To what do you call it? Philadelphia took the game out and got what is the score? Likely to sweep the likely to sweep the Nets after a close game in the fourth quarter. Yeah, all carrying on the team. But yeah, shout out to the Philadelphia 76ers. Speak about them next round. We'll speak about them next round. Yeah. But the Lakers, right? With D'Lo, I don't know how it works. I don't know if it could work, but my idea would be, could you use him to get like someone like Kyrie? Could you not? I don't know, I need to check like his contract and stuff. But as a casual fan, could you like not re-sign him and then like move some pieces around and then get Kyrie? Because this team is as much as you enjoy the performances of people like Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura, this team it is lacking that third punch at times, that consistent third punch, because but the reason why they lost in a big part is because AD didn't show up offensively, because defensively he was there, and obviously the cut to the eye probably impacted him a bit. But I'm looking at someone like AD. You need someone who can like, if when AD is not feeling it, Kyrie could show up. Anyway, that's a casual take of the week. I'm done with that. Hey, next, Miami Heat versus the Milwaukee Bucks. This game was done in the first quarter. So in the first half. First half was done. When a team just scores like this team scored 25 threes. What do you do, bro? What do you do? You can't do anything. You just have to firm it. Simple. Firm it and move on. Because you can't change anything. You can't I don't know. 25 threes. Can you do anything? I'm sure you can, but damn, 25 threes. They basically did to us what we did to them. That's the analysis for this game. They did to us what we did to them. Let's see how it goes in the third game. But the problem is that this team has more consistent shooters, has more qualified shooters. Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez, Joe Ingles, Pat Connaughton. There's Chris flipping Middleton. Chris Middleton. You can expect them to replicate that performance more than the Miami Heat. And the size in the paint is it's really like easy to see also, like in terms of defensively, we're not able to hang around with them. So what we can do is just have to try and load up, play as much, try and get as much out of Kevin Love and Cody Zeller, who's hopefully gets more minutes as possible. And then for the Bucks, keep doing what you're doing, and hopefully Giannis comes soon. So I think it was questionable for this game. So there's progress there. So hopefully that improves, and we get an amazing game in game 3. So before the game starts, quick what do you call it? Quick I don't know what you call it. Quick prediction time. Clippers versus Suns. Kawhi is not playing, which sucks. So I guess I wouldn't put it past Ty Lue to get a game. I wouldn't put it past Ty Lue. That's all I'll say. I wouldn't put it past Ty Lue as a coach. I'm putting more on the coach and Russell Westbrook to just show out for one day, just go crazy. But Suns, if everything goes well, they should pull this out. Then Warriors Clippers, Draymond out as well. Big miss. I'm not really gonna go through it. I think you should have your own opinions about the Draymond's stamp. Is it stamp? Stamp. Is that the word? What that's the word? Stampede. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. So hopefully, you have your own opinions about that. But in terms of I can't. The Warriors. Maybe I'm being stubborn, but I'm going for Warriors win. Steph, Clay, Wiggins. Like just for one game, just show out. Getting swept is the ultimate. Like I think that would be the biggest. That would be like that would be that would signify the end if they get swept in this round, because the Nuggets, not the Nuggets, the Kings are younger, more what smarter team, more hungry team, more energetic team, and so for them to like sweep the Warriors right now, I think it would make like Bob Myers want to make changes a bit quicker, right? So in light of that, I'm definitely gonna go for the Warriors to win. Hopefully, just to keep this this series going, because this has been the highlight series of like the first round of all player games. So yeah, I'd love to see more of that. Wouldn't want to see more of amazing basketball. Anyway, thank you very much. I will see you tomorrow or Saturday. Tomorrow Saturday, depending. Wait, today's Friday. So hopefully it's tomorrow Saturday. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Thank you very much for watching. See you.